Let's go. Who's in? Who's in?
Why did you see? This is why I'm the road about wise, man. Because I sit back. When I see most kids just having fun and enjoying their 20s and going out to parties and all these things, I'm like, dude, like how? How are you not bored? How are you not sad enough? Like, where's the pain? Where's the hunger to achieve more? Like, when are you gonna wake up and realize what are you doing? Do you not want to take care of your family? Do you not?
Who's in? Who's in? Who's in? Fucking pussy outside is playing music. They got man like True Talk only for. Come on, man. We got more people on YouTube viewing than the TikTok to blood clot. Heard the EDL ones beef. Blood, let me tell you something, yeah. Those sentences that they're giving out, some of them are just too harsh. Yeah? So big up man like Incognito. Probably not in the stream now, but it will be soon, more than likely. He asked my thoughts on the riots. And obviously, when I was doing the live stream on, was it Monday or Tuesday? People were like, what's your thoughts on the riots? What's your thoughts on the riots? And that. About 10 minutes before I started this live stream, I saw like BBC News or maybe ITV or something like that. These Asian guys were getting sentenced, and one of them was 21, and they sentenced the 21-year-old to 20 months in prison for a fray. Now, basically, a fray means a fight in public and that. And I'm thinking like, yo, 20 months for a fray, that is way too long. Like, how do they work out these sentences and that? 10 months, 20 months, 30 months. Like, yo, every punch you're throwing, yeah, is carrying a 5 or a 10 months, you know. It's too much. Way too much, man. What? And the thing is with the fray as well, yeah, no one can really prove who threw the first punch. The Asian youth that got 20 months and that, he might have been acting in self-defense. Now, if we're being reasonable on that, we probably all know my man went down there on a little bit or maybe a lot of smoke and that. Because why are you really there if you're not really on smoke? But then again, there was girls there, and I know they ain't getting involved in that. But like, I feel like these sentences and that are too harsh. How you giving man a 20-month sentence for fighting in public? So basically, what a fray is, I was looking it up. Like, is if you cause someone in public, so not the person you're having a fight with, someone in public, a bystander, a third person, if you cause them fear. So basically, someone. Let me get out the proper definition. They said something. What is it? Yeah. So basically, if you cause someone with reasonable firmness to feel afraid. So someone who has reasonable firmness is not a child, is not some 70-year-old granny. Someone who has reasonable firmness will be like an adult male or so a young male or something like that. So if an adult male who has assumed reasonable firmness, if they feel afraid, that can be labeled as afraid. So if you're having a fight with someone in public and someone from the general public, like a third person who's not involved, they're not taking no punches or nothing like that, if they feel fear and they are someone of reasonable firmness, not a 2-year-old, not a 5-year-old, and not an 89-year-old and that. Someone of reasonable firmness, if they feel some sort of fear, then that's classed as afraid, which is bullshit, man. How the hell yeah, you're going to be getting sentenced to 20 months? One other guy got 2.5 years, you know. Obviously, he had some other convictions and that, and obviously he had like, I can't remember, some sort of sentence that he was carrying now, but like on road or whatever, that he was like 6 months or 8 months into and that. But still, man, he got 2.5 years. 2.5 years for fighting. I even met a tenant the other day. This guy, he said he went to jail for 5 years for fighting, you know. Imagine that. Imagine going to jail for 5 years for fighting. Fucking bullshit, man. Oh my days. The girl said, you put a hat on because people were cussing you. If my hair is looking mad, I'm not going to get me. If my hair is not looking on point, I'm just gonna put a hat on. Listen, if you think that them lot trying to diss me about my hair is a big thing, you want to see what other people are saying in my comment section. Right. Oh, man said I got 30k saved up at 20 from 9 to 5. Living south, so properties are a bit higher in price. Any suggestions? Maybe buy a property. Well, buy a property in an area that's more affordable. So you might have to go somewhere up north or wherever in it. But obviously, the south of England is way more expensive than the Midlands or the north of England. But me personally, I would not be going down to no. I'm not participating in no fucking riots. Hell, fucking no. I'm not participating in no riots whatsoever, man. I got too much to lose. Anyone that's there participating in any riots and that, I don't know they ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah, that's like peasant behavior. Maybe there might be one guy that owns a shop that's going down there or whatever, standing firm and that, because get me, it's in this local area now. But for the most part, most of the people them standing around, whether they're rioting or whatever, just protesting in general, that's like peasant behavior. They ain't got nothing to lose, man. I've got too much to lose to be putting myself in a position where I can get in trouble, man. Someone said the people in the riots are unemployed. Someone said you still doing mentoring. Yeah, man's still doing a mentoring. No time for the chattings. What does that mean? Gonna hit you up soon. Get some one-to-one gems. Yeah, man. So obviously the mentoring session is gonna be obviously tailored towards every individual, and that obviously I ain't gonna really say nothing that you ain't heard, but at the same time, obviously I'm gonna give you info and guidance that is gonna be more tailored to suit yourself. I said, big up JY's been earning more than 1K a week as an electrical improver because you sent some agency numbers. Oh, come on, see? This is what I'm saying, yeah? This is what I'm saying. In the UK, I'm the most important person on TikTok because I provide the most value. There ain't no other man on TikTok that can give you a proper how to get an apprenticeship tutorial video. That obviously you have to go to YouTube to go and find. It's not on. Really and truly, I should just upload it to TikTok now, but it's on YouTube. Right? So I'm saying, providing value and importance, they're exactly the same thing. If you're not important, it's because you don't provide value. Yeah. If you're not a person of value, it's because you're not important. It's the same thing. Big up Trap Effects. What's going on? What's going on? So he said, big man thing, he emailed me. Yeah. So what I do is obviously people that watch that video now, you don't even need to watch the video, but if you want a list of agencies that you can contact to get registered to so that they can send you work or obviously inform you about any jobs going and that, I send people an email with a fat list of agencies. Now, obviously, some of the numbers might not work because some of the agencies have switched numbers or they don't operate no more and that. But what you need to do is there's like 100 agencies. Go through all of them and phone and register with all of them. Now, obviously, if you're from Edmonton or Tottenham and there's an agency based up in fucking Newcastle and they only find work in the surrounding area, Northumbria and that, obviously don't bother register with them unless you're planning on going up there. But register with all of the ones that are, going to be applicable to your catchment area and that. And yeah, you end up just getting hit up all the time. Every day, every other day, I get some sort of text, email, or a phone call, some sort of communication from some sort of agency every other day. Like I said, by way of email, text, phone call. I'm in WhatsApp groups and that. So there's always work for electricians. Always work for electricians. If you're an electrician and you know how to do conduit, any sort of metal munching, cable tray, metal trunking and that, there will always be work for you. Oh shit, I need to get my charger. One second, let me, actually no, there's a charger down there. Should be good. I said, be easy with your video, bro. They are monitoring everyone. Obviously, don't get me wrong. I know you are aware already. I can see you running a CEO of a company very soon. What do you mean monitoring everyone? In what way? What are you saying? Just expand on that. I know what you mean, but just expand on that a little bit more. So a man said, what value do you provide? If you want to learn about property, if you want to learn about discipline, if you want to learn about gyal, if you want to learn about obviously staying focused and that, putting yourself in the right frame of mind to better your life and that, I'm the man for that. That's what sort of value I provide. Right. So this MEM person said or asked any plumbing agency links. Yeah, so just send me an email and then I will send me an email to jystv@outlook.com. I will forward about 100 agencies. Like I said, most of them will work, some of them might not work. And it's not just electrical jobs. It's not just electrical jobs. They look for tradesmen of all different trades and that. It's not just electrical. Saying I'm seeing man get back because they had an opinion on the whole situation. That is bullshit. That's bullshit. You know how much men and women out here are making videos about the riots and that and getting back. Now maybe they were participating in the riots. That's why they got themselves in trouble potentially. But there's no way just because you're talking on the situation and that. No way. There's people that go on podcasts talking about I shot this person in their face, shot this person. I've done this, I've done that. They ain't getting back. No way. All right, then yeah. Send me the links then on DM. Because I swear you're always sending me I swear I speak to you a couple times on Instagram and that. Trust me, I speak to a bare man on Instagram, yeah. So, but yeah, Trap Effects, I know your profile name. You go gym, bro? Nah. So my email is jystv@outlook.com. I'll say it again in 1 minute just in case you didn't hear. Why don't you add it to your schedule? Add what to my schedule? Oh yeah, my drink, my tea, one sec. You'll get bagged for inciting violence. Okay. Oh, hopefully I ain't said nothing then. I mean, to be fair, I ain't even made no videos about the riots. Yeah, I ain't made no videos about the riots. Yeah. So, and I know I ain't made no videos about the riots because I'm saying that I would not be going down there. Yeah. I would not be going down there. But hey, if the police want to bag me, hey, feel free to go through my content and that. They're not gonna find nothing because I would not be participating in the riots. All I'm saying is, like, I think the sentences are a bit too harsh, innit? I mean, if you had 100K, what would you invest in long term or short term? Obviously, obviously, I'm gonna say property and that, innit? But yeah, man, what I would love to do is build a block of flats. Yeah, I would love to build a block of flats. I would always opt for building a block of flats as opposed to a couple of houses. Because houses, like, there's a lot of wasted space in terms of houses. So, like, even on the estate that I live, you've got like flat blocks that are the same size as like a 5-bed house. Well, in this flat block, there's 4 1-bed flats. You can get a lot more money if you sell each unit as opposed to selling one 5-bed house that's square meterage the exact same size. Especially if you was to rent out all of the flats as well. Yeah. Or even then rent out the rooms in the flats as well. Yeah, flats are way more like, so this person, this alt AC40011 said that flats are more efficient. Yeah, they're more efficient for space. So me personally, I've got 3 flats. Yeah. I don't really like buying flats and that, but I just buy what I can get my hands on and that. But I'd rather buy houses rather than buy flats, but I would rather build flats rather than build houses. Because as a producer, it's better that you produce flats, yeah, as opposed to obviously consume flats, if that makes sense. But would making flats cost more? No, I'd say it's probably the same. Obviously, like technical stuff like getting a gas services in and that, because obviously one house just needs one gas service and one water service and one electrical service. Well, if you've got 4 flats where you have to times all 3 of those services, gas, water, and electric, by 4, that's 12. So there, it can be a bit more expensive, but you'll make your money back. You'll make your money back. Plus, if you own a flat block with 4 units, remember, you can impose a service charge. You can impose ground rent. Actually, I think they've abolished ground rent, I think. But yeah, you can still oppose a service charge. So, I mean, it's not big money. You're not going to be making that big money. Oh, big up, big up. My man said he passed his first exam on the 2391. Come on, man. Yes. I remember doing that in like 2014, I think. Let me see. I've missed some of these comments and stuff. But yeah, my email address is jystv@outlook.com. So what's the sort of cost in building flats? Oh no, I think I already answered that. What to do the age of 20 to 66? Work. Really and truly, if you work hard enough from age 20 to 40, you won't need to be worrying about what to do in your mid 40s to your 60s and that. If you put in enough work in your 20s to your 40s, you can retire. Really and truly, if you've really got your head screwed on, yeah, if you really got your head screwed on, you shouldn't even be working past 40, 45 years old. Really and truly, if you know what you're doing. But that's the thing, people just work a job because they think, oh, I'm just supposed to work, instead of working a job, saving that money, and then making that money go and, you know, work for them. Yeah, instead of working a job, not saving and spending money and getting into debt. I do the complete opposite. I work a job, I work as much days as I can, I don't take no days off. When I get that money, I save that money and I go and invest it. Now, obviously, I'm not able to save much money now because I'm still doing up my house and that. But even then, I'm still technically investing it because I'm putting it into my house, which is going to go up in value. It was already technically gone up in value. If I got a surveyor to come to the house, I'll just need to tidy it up because it's like a bomb's gone off in it. It'd be worth a lot more than when I bought it. Thoughts on working deliveries? Nope. Not in, fam. You can't ask me about that, rude boy. Like, just ask yourself this question, yeah? Like, if you're like, oh, should I be a delivery driver? Just ask yourself this question. Would you want your son to be a delivery driver? The answer is no. If you have to ask me as well, thoughts on being a delivery driver, you know it's shit. Why is no? It's so funny. People always ask me thoughts on being a delivery driver, thoughts on being a lorry driver, thoughts on being a field engineer for Virgin Media. Why does no one ever come in my life and say thoughts on being a lawyer, stockbroker, banker, business owner? None of those. Because you know those are the best jobs. Obviously, there's some other jobs that are better than that. But you understand what I'm trying to say? You're not only asking me about the jobs you're unsure about because you know they're shit. So you know they're shit, but what you want is you want someone on screen to say, yeah, it's good, man, it's cool. Just do it temporarily and that, just to make you feel good about it. That's why a lot of people say and do things to make themselves feel good. Every now and then, and it's happening more frequently, I get these idiots keep sending me these videos about someone's testimony about their bad experience being a landlord. So someone's tagged me in a video. They went out of their way, because when most people tag me, they just tag JY's TV. Someone went out of their way to tag me JY's TV and JY's TV 2.0. So they made sure I saw it, yeah? Okay. So there was this white girl, she's from London. She was talking about how bad it is being a landlord and that, and she said that basically she made 20 grand, but then when she done all the maths and that, it turns out that she was like 2 grand at a loss of 2 grand. And it's just funny, this youth has gone out of his way to tag 2 of my main accounts so that I can see this video, so that he can prove to me that being a landlord or being a property owner is shit. But he's only doing it because he knows that he can't get on the property ladder. So he's trying to make himself feel better about having a shit credit score or not being able to get on the property ladder for a very long time, and that for whatever background reasons, and that by finding videos, by finding material that will support his own internal battle with why he can't get on the property ladder and that. Because why the fuck are you showing me video? So you're gonna show me videos about how shit it is to be a landlord when I'm a landlord and I'm doing okay. Why are you showing me some girl from London or wherever? It doesn't fucking matter where she's from. Why are you showing me some chick that's had a bad experience being a landlord when I'm saying I've had good experience being a landlord? Obviously, listen, any business you're running, I'm not saying being a landlord is a business, but any little business endeavor you're trying, there's going to be pros and cons. It's not plain sailing. Yeah, it's not going to be completely smooth in that. There's going to be little dumb things. The other day I got called because one of my flats, it was leaking into the woman's flat below. It wasn't even a pipe that was leaking. Water was getting into places it wasn't supposed to get into and that. So you're going to have little problems and little hiccups here and there and that. But this youth, yeah, went out of his way to tag me in this Ross Club video so he makes himself feel better about not being able to get on a property ladder. Like me personally, I don't rate trading, okay? I'll talk about it in my videos and that, but I'm not going to go out of my way and show the world, this is why you don't trade. I'm not going to go and search for material to disprove trading or make trading look a certain way. I don't care. I do not believe in God, okay? I'm an atheist. I'm not going to go out of my way to show videos and prove to people why God doesn't exist in that. If you want to believe in God, that's up to you. I don't, and that's just where I draw the line. Yeah? I'm not going to start proving to people that Bitcoin is shit or cryptocurrency is shit or trading is shit or not Airbnb, rent to rent is shit. I'm not going to find material from nowhere to prove to nobody. Okay? So yeah, these people, I can't believe this guy went out of his way to tag me in his video to show me how shit being a landlord is when he knows I'm a landlord and I'm doing fine. Partly the reason why the girl is not making no money from being a landlord, and that's because she's not managing it herself. I'm saying that, yo, you got to manage your property yourself, man. Right, 1 sec. What age do most men move out of their parents? I don't even fucking know nowadays. I don't know. I made a video about this, and literally on my mum's road where I'm from, where I grew up, there's like 22 households, and me and my mum was literally like, oh, number 1, they're still living there. Number 2, all the way up to number 22 and that. And there's a lot of youths. When I say youths, they're all big now. We're all big now, but there was a lot of young people all around the same age as me, plus or minus 2 years. Yeah. And most of them, so the youths them that I grew up with on my estate, they're all between 28 and 32, 33 years old. Most of them are still living at home, you know. Most of them. My mom's generation, my mom's 52 right now. My mom's generation, they were out of the house by 16. Normal. Back in the day, if you was 25 years old, still living at your parents' house, you were an idiot. You were a chief. Some jackass said, thoughts on being a doctor. What am I going to say? Nah, fuck it. What's your opinion on mobile gaming like Clash of Titans, Clash of Clans? What's that? What's Clash of Clans? I don't know what that is. Is electrical worth it? Yeah, you would definitely make your money back as an electrician. What is this guy even talking about? Would you ever own a physical business or store? Nah, not a shop. I would never own a shop. I did think about starting electrical wholesalers and that, No, I'm not doing it. I said, Jay, I left home at 13, you know. Jay, what's the best electrical installation book starting the course? I mean, get the BS 7671, the electrical wiring rigs. Is it hard to get a good job? Nope. You will get a good job if you provide value to the workplace. Thoughts on Andrew Tate dissing the property thing and that? Yeah, I mean, look, everyone has their opinion and that, but at the same time, he has properties as well. So yeah, I've heard some videos where he's dissing property and that, but he has properties. Now, what he will say is obviously mortgages is a trap and that, and then he can think what he wants. This is the way I know to make some good money long term, so this is what I'm gonna do. Do I find another way to make good money long term and short term? Then I'm gonna find some other way of making money. Big up man like Scarface, always in the live showing some support. Right, someone said something there I was gonna touch on. So someone said, where is it? Starting a gas engineering course. I'm thinking of working right after I finish the course, but also thinking of taking another course for further position, so therefore I can make more. What course are you trying to take to further your position then? And why can't you still work and still do that other course to further your position at the same time? Yeah. So someone said thoughts on the recent riots, and I mean I don't agree with no riots. I ain't partaking in no riots or nothing like that. Yeah. You don't won't see me on no videos. Yeah. I'm staying myself in my house. I'm staying free. I ain't giving them no reason to lock me up. Yeah. The man said no one participating in the riots can show me 50k in their bank. Imagine that, running into a shop and stealing stuff and then end up getting nicked and then fucking, doing how many months in jail. I say JY's learned from the 2011 riots. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. No, I was. Man, I said JY's out in 2011. I wasn't on road. I was in prison. I didn't even. Well, yeah, I wasn't around during the riots anyway. So I'm new to the gas game. How do I build my clientele? Get business cards and go into estate agents and hand out your business cards in estate agents. Yeah. I said, "Raw, prison saved you from the riots." Yeah, it did. Yeah. There was a couple men coming into ISIS because they got nicked during the riots and that. Should you leave home if you're in a toxic environment, 22 years old? Explain to me why the environment's toxic, because I know a lot of people like to make a mountain out of a molehill. So explain to me why it's a toxic environment in just simplify it. Being a loner is not cool. Bring people out with you. Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, a lot of people around us are straight haters, you know. You know, when you start leveling up and that, they don't want you to succeed. There's people around you who, if you started a business and your business failed, they will say, no worries, man. Better luck next time and that. But secretly, they'll be happy, you know. Yeah, you failed at that business. Crazy. I said, I can't lie, it's only in the ends though. Everyone, no, there's bare haters everywhere, man. The difference is that people in the ends will hurt you. People in the ends will hurt you. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna have to shut this fucking this window. The moths are coming in the house again. You think you're Mr. Wise guy? Yeah. Fuck's sake. Right, someone said, my question is getting missed. Best areas to buy properties in, please. Wherever you can afford. Obviously, I've got properties in Northampton and that. You know, if I could buy properties in like Edmonton or somewhere in North London, I would. But I just bought properties where I can afford to buy properties. So yeah, somewhere in the Midlands. What is it? Lady SBA. Where are you from? You should go back to Winchmore and give a talk to the youth who think they are bad man. Do you know what? Yeah, I actually tried to go back to my old school and give a speech, and yeah, it never happened. And then, funny enough, yeah, one of the teachers from my old school actually went to another school, and yeah, he's quite high up in that. Yeah, he's more than high up. The guy's a fucking head teacher. I just didn't want to really bait the teacher, but fuck him anyway. Yeah, so it was one of my teachers. He went to another school, and now he's a head teacher. Yeah. So obviously, Maz messaged him on Facebook saying like, "Yo, obviously, I want to give a speech to the young people and that. Can you get me in?" Oh, well, you know, this was during lockdown and that, like around them sort of times. Oh, you know, lockdown and that, and you know, policy procedure means, you know, we can't really be bringing in guests into the school and that to give speeches. I said, all right, cool. But I'm thinking to myself, see, this is how I think. If I was Drake or Chris Brown, if Drake or Chris Brown wanted to do a speech in that school, oh, he would get them motherfuckers there in. So he's chatting shit about COVID lockdown and that. Yeah? He just don't believe in my thing. That's cool. When man's big, don't holler at me. Anyone from my past, like I keep tabs on people who contact me and that. If I see like, yeah, once man gets big and that, people start contacting me, you can fuck off. Why are you contacting me now? You didn't want to know me before when man, yeah, was just a regular person and that. But now that man's big, oh, now you want to hit me up. You want to take pictures of me? Go suck your mum, man. Don't hit me up. Do not contact me. Deal with me the same way you dealt with man before, yeah? That's how it goes, man. People don't want to know. I guarantee you, even like big man like Tion Wayne, yeah, there were certain people before, like when his music thing wasn't popping, he was just doing his little street raps and that. No one wanted to know. No one gave a shit. But as soon as man blow up, nah, big rapper in the UK. Oh yeah, I know Tion Wayne and that. Yeah. Trying to get photos of him, trying to hit him up. Fuck off, blood. Why do people feel inclined to ask you what's good for them? What do you mean? But someone's playing some reggae music out there, boy. No. I didn't think there was any black people on this estate. I mean, they could. I mean, they might be white, to be fair. All right. So this person asked, oh, I need to get up and close this window, this door. But when you say you don't believe in God, do you mean you're not religious but believe in a career, or you believe in evolution story? Yeah, I believe in evolution. I believe in evolution. I don't believe in God. And then some jackass, the worst question you can ask a man is, so if you believe in evolution and men came from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? Like, blood, come on, man. Come on. That is the most stupidest, ignorant question you can ask, blood. I believe we came from great apes. Never met a Jamaican atheist, I'll be real. Well, you have now. You have now. Me, I'm not a follower. I'm not just gonna believe in God or believe in whatever just because. That's why I'll never, hey, that's why I will never participate in any antisocial behavior on the streets and that, because I'm not a follower. I do my own thing. Some apes are already entering Stone Age. Hunting with spears will take a couple million years. But what apes? Show me. Send me some info. Show me some examples or something like that. For me, I love. Oh shit! Then he cancelled the thing. I love learning about like evolution and science and that. Yeah. Try and forward me the video, please, or something like that. Give me some links. I'll search it now. I'll watch it later, just so it's on my laptop. Because obviously, what I do, obviously, the live streams and that, I'll be filming on. Well, I'll be live streaming on TikTok, but obviously still filming it at the same time as streaming on YouTube. Do you drink alcohol? No, never drank alcohol. Never have. Yeah, never will. Never been drunk. Obviously, I've sipped alcohol. I know what some alcohol tastes like. You know, I know what alcohol tastes like. I've sipped it. Fucking disgusting. I've never smoked weed. I've taken a pull on a zoot because some girl put it to my lips when I was 15 years old. Yeah, or 14 years old. She was older than me. I could do her for grooming. Yeah, I could blame all my problems on her. So that's the thing. Something will happen to someone. I say nothing happened to me, but what I'm saying is something will happen to someone and they will blame all their life problems, all their life troubles on that one dumb incident. Get fucking over it, rude boy or rude girl. It's just an excuse, man. It's just an excuse to not become something. I just sent it to you. You've already shouted me one time before, so it might ping through. Gorillas are using sticks as well. Right, so he said gorillas are using sticks. Yeah, let me just Google that. Gorillas. Story time on the zoo. Oh, I mean, it wasn't nothing major in it, but like one of my brethrens, there was some old mash-up car that didn't start, and it was on his drive, and I'm sitting maybe in the driver's seat or the passenger seat. I don't know. I was sitting at the front, and one girl just grabbed me from behind and put the zoot to my lips. That's it. So I just took a pull on it. That's it. She's like 2 years older than me. Then that's it. But that's the thing. They come with all these different things now. Oh, the young youths are being groomed by gang members to go and sell drugs. What are you talking about? Most of these youths are begging man to go country. Now, are there some cases where a man has sent a youth up to country and that against his will? Of course. But most of the time, youths are trying to find a way to get to country. Yeah. Youths, if there was a physical line, it'll be around the block. These youths, they want to go to country. I know first-hand experience. And them charges there, human trafficking, those are serious charges. They're no joke. They're no joke. Taking someone and making them sell drugs, you're taking them out of their comfort zone, you're taking them out of their natural environment. You know, like, so if they're from London, they might be in Norwich or something. You're taking someone out of their natural environment, putting them in a place where they don't know anybody, no friends, no family. Yeah, they're not allowed to leave. They're selling drugs. They could get into trouble, obviously, by the police. They could get into trouble with other drug dealers, because man them getting licked down or man them getting mashed up in country and that by other shotters and that, and they could end up getting stabbed by a cat. That could happen to me. I could have got shanked by a cat one time, potentially, I think. How long does a mortgage application normally take? So what, when you first put in a mortgage application, like 2 weeks? 2 weeks. I think my girlfriend said the quickest, let's say she put in a mortgage application on a Monday, I think the quickest was like Wednesday, 2 days. It came back approved. So they got a mortgage offer, but usually like 2 weeks. I'm guessing it's happening, Eddie. Yeah. More time if they get forced, they made a mistake. That means oh yeah. Were you in Belmarsh? Nah, I was across the wall. On the other side, I was in ISIS. I could see into Belmarsh where my cell was on the H wing at ISIS. Jay Wise was in Alcatraz. Would you ever buy a property overseas? I have got a property overseas. I've got a flat in Egypt. Because I had a phone call with someone, but I had to go to the bank to update my address so that they can fully process it and do a credit check. Okay. Yeah, it takes about a week, 2 weeks. Depends on the lender and that. But like I said, I think my girlfriend said the quickest was like 2 days. She was like, whoa, what the hell? Like, do you pay people to manage it? No. That property I got in Egypt is still unfurnished. It's just a shell. There's no kitchen in it, nothing. J-Wise, if someone is bullying you, what do you do? Boy, you got to stand up for yourself, rude boy. I got to be careful what I say on these lives, you know. Someone might try to get me locked up, inciting violence and that. So, for the purpose of the camera, contact the police. Yeah, talk to Frank, mate. How you doing, Ak? Yeah, cool, man. I'm good. I'm good. You think car rental business is good? Yeah, I think, yeah, to be fair, I wanted to kind of get into that. Have 2, 3 cars, 4 cars on the go, renting them out and that. What did you do? Wait, what did you on your, oh, okay, probably trying to say, what did you do on your day out of jail? I stayed home. Stayed home. Press 1 if you don't want to hear about the day I got released from prison. Not that man was in jail that long anyway. So press 1 if you want to hear the story. I say 1. I need 15 more ones from separate people. Yeah? Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. No, you can't be from the same person. 3, that's 3. I counted is about 7 so far, yeah? I need 8 more ones. 9, let's say 2. That don't count. But that, because you're being a smart ass, I'm deducting a 1. So we're back to 8. Yeah? 9, 10, 11, 12. Big up Scarface. We're on 12, I think. Yeah, 12. 13. I better be counting on point, you know, because that E-man guy might pop up and ask you, what's 8 plus 4? Yeah. So yeah, so basically I got my release date. I only went jail for 8 weeks. Yeah, went to 2 prisons, went to Feltham, then they moved me to ISIS and that. So let's say mid-July, potentially, yeah. I got my release date, which was the 19th of August. Okay. So during that time, between July and the 19th of August in 2011, the riots was going on. So obviously I wasn't about, I was in prison. So what I did was, when I got my release date, I made a calendar. I think I even started the calendar from the beginning of August. So literally, let's say the beginning of August was Sunday the 1st. Yeah. So I was just able to work out, okay, up until the 19th. So Sunday the 1st, Monday the 2nd, Tuesday the 3rd, so on until August the 19th. I literally, I mean, I probably made it worse for myself by striking days off the calendar every day and that. But yeah, that's what I was doing. So yeah, I must have hit on my older cousin the day before, or well, nah, like 3, 4 days before I'm due to be released and that. Now I tried to make it a surprise because I didn't know. Obviously, I'd never been to prison before, so I didn't know what the procedure was like with them, like basically phoning home. So basically, when you're in prison, they want to know what you're going to be up to or where you're going to be living once you leave. Because if they release you from prison and you're homeless, well, you're probably going to reoffend. So if they release you from prison and you have nowhere to go, they will put you in a hostel. So in my case, obviously, I just went back to my mom's house. Now, funny enough, so I went to prison on June the 23rd of, what do you call it, 2011. The day before, I actually came back to my mom's house because my mom kicked me out for like 3 days. Yeah. So my mum kicked me out for 3 days. I came home for 1 day. Let's say it was on a Tuesday or something. Then the next day, Wednesday, I went to prison. Anyway, boom. 4 days before I'm due to be released, I phoned my older cousin and that. And he was like, yeah, I'll meet you at whatever time, yeah, in the morning. I feel like get released like 11 o'clock. I think people usually get released on a Friday kind of thing, innit? So yeah, obviously, and big him up. So from my generation, there's a youth called Bullies. He's a Tottenham youth, one Pyru youth. So basically, he basically saved me from getting my ass whooped in prison because basically I must have moved to one Tottenham youth in front of some Hackney boys, and like they were trying to stop me, and I was trying to get around them and that. And they basically saw that as a disrespect in it because I'm trying to throw punches at someone that they're with. So basically, they wanted to rush, man, innit? But the reason why they didn't follow through with it because I got a cousin from Tottenham called Ricardo. Big up my cousin Ricardo, and he was friends with this Bullet shoot. Yeah, like in my generation, Bullets is well known. He's the same, well, he's 1 year above me, but same age as me, so like 31 years old right now. So my cousin is from Tottenham, and this Bullet shoot's from Tottenham as well. And I didn't know this conversation had taken place, but basically my cousin spoke to Bullets on a phone call, and he said, my cousin Jelani is in ISIS. Just look out, like, you know, just look after him or whatever. But me and Bullets never had we never used to talk. I used to just say, well, go on to him. Because Bullets was slightly an op, really and truly. Yeah, but me and him never had a problem on road. But he was technically the other side. But me and him never had a problem on road. But I used to just nod my head, but I never used to speak to him or nothing like that. So I didn't even know this conversation took place. Anyway, when them Hackney youths wanted to run up on me, because they didn't like me, because I used to always watch them and that. So anyway, when they wanted to run up on me, he said like allow it, because he said that they was gonna try and fly through my door when we get released for free flow and that. So he came and he told me, and I was like, respect. So anyway, boom. So when it was coming, that when it was my last day, obviously, I think they let me go and have a shower or something like that, or whatever, innit? So I called, I don't know how I was able to get him out of his cell, and I was like, yeah, come to my cell, innit? Because I mean, no one needed to tell me this, but I just know, like, yo, you don't tell no one you're getting released until the day. Yeah, I'm not telling no one a week before I'm getting released. There's man on my wing that are in jail for murder. Yeah, they got 19 years left. I'm not telling no one that I'm going out. I'm getting released on the 19th of August, and it's the 12th. So anyway, so I called him into my cell. I was like, yo, take what you want in it. Don't take everything, because I'm gonna leave some stuff for someone else in it. So he just took like my toothpaste and whatever in it. So big up man like Bullets in it. And then my neighbor, who was like my best friend on the wing, one you called Ahmed. He's still in jail right now, you know. When he was, because me and him are the same age. So when I was in ISIS, I was the youngest, like even in terms of like school year. So me and Ahmed were 18. He was in the same school year as me, technically. And everyone else was basically older than us, whether it was 2-3 years and that. Yeah? So when he was 18, potentially 17, they pitched someone on the other side and they gave him 20 years. And he said, yo, I haven't even been given a release date. This was in 2011 when I met him. Yeah, he's from Woolwich. He's Somalian. There's bare Somalis in Woolwich, so he's a Woolwich youth. He said that he hasn't even been given a release date. He just knows his release year, 2030 something. He said, yeah, what I'm gonna do is gonna get my mum to send in my bed sheets, and I'm just gonna get settled in and that. And I was like, what? Like, imagine that. I'm thinking, bro, I'm not getting comfortable. I'm not getting settled into no prison, rude boy. So anyway, he was my neighbor, like my direct neighbor. Like I was in H47, he was in H48. That's the cell number. So I called him in. Somehow, I don't even know how I got these men to come in myself. I must have told the govs to let them out or something, innit? I don't know. So anyway, I called him in myself, like, yo, I'm going home today. He's like, Like, it's so sad, you know. Like, it's so mad. Even Bullets was disappointed, and this Ahmed was disappointed. Like, ah, man, like, kind of like sad to hear that I'm going. They're not haters and that, but it's like, because when you're in jail and that, remember, you're around these people every day and that, they certain man kind of not become like family, but you understand what I'm trying to say, yeah? You're living with these people technically and that. So certain people might see you, be sad to see you go. They're not hating on you. They're not jealous that you. I mean, obviously they're going to be envious, but they're not hating on you. They're just like, oh, we're kind of losing one of them or whatever, really. So yeah, I gave Bullets a hug. Then I called the youth in, said, yeah, take whatever you want. So he just basically took all my stuff. Just said to him, yo, keep your head down, rude boy, innit? Yeah. And then yeah, I must have. I think, like I said, I think I showered, and then yeah, he just went down to like the holding area, the waiting area, whatever. They make you sign a form to say that you're not gonna be in possession for no firearms for 5 years. I'm thinking, you damn fucking right. You're not allowed to be in possession of firearms for 5 years, and that also includes fireworks. And I'm like, what? So anyway, sign the forms, and then they give you like 50 or 60 pound travel money. So yeah, just got my little idiot travel money. These times, man, is brass, have no money. Yeah, nothing. Took my last like £100 with me to court. Yeah, and that gets put on your books and that. And even then, I had to phone up, big up my cousin Devonte. I had to phone him up. Yo, what can you send man £50 and that? This is the bullshit that you have to do when you're in jail when you're broke. You're asking people on road for money. When people see your name or when the people see the prison number pop up on their phone, they're like, fuck, man, my man's phoning me. Yeah, you know he's gonna be asking for something. So yeah, just bullshit like that and that. So anyway, yeah, man's walked out of there with like £50 and that. So yeah, I'm waiting in the holding area, and then obviously, like, I don't know if you've seen in the movies or whatever, and that. Obviously, some of the prisons in the UK, you just go through a door, but in ISIS, it was some shutters. I just remember the shutters lifted up, and it was like this bolt of natural sunlight there. Natural sunlight came rushing in and that. And then a man's walked out now. Now, ISIS, the car park is big and it was empty. And yeah, I had to walk all the way to like the other side, like 300 meters and that. But that was the best walk ever and that. Anyway, yeah, walking now. My older cousin, big on my older cousin, Andre, he came and picked man up, jumped in his car. Now, when you leave prison, you have to go straight to probation. No go into your mom's house, no go into your girl's house. You have to go straight to probation. They give you like 2 hours. I mean, you can stop off at your mom's house if you want, but just go straight to probation. So I have to go straight to probation, which was in Enfield. Yeah, I can't remember what we was talking about. Just the usual bollocks and that. Yo, just keep out of trouble, whatever nonsense and that. So anyway, boom. So I've gone to probation. These times, like I said, I'm thinking that my mum doesn't know that I've been released from prison. Because when I phoned my cousin, I said, yo, don't say nothing to my mum. Anyway, left probation in Enfield, like Enfield town, gone back to Edmonton, and I'm like, rah, things look different around here. Just been away for 2 months, you know, and I'm thinking that the area's changed. And I'm like, I don't remember these trees on Montague Road, and what's going on here? So there's one patty shop called Lincoln's Patisserie. Press 1 in the chat if you know Lincoln's in Edmonton. It's near the red and blue tower blocks. So I must have stopped off there, got a couple patties and that, and then yeah, gone to my estate, which is not too far around the corner. And boom, knocked the door and that. But my mum already knew that I was getting released from prison. So basically, like I was saying, if you are getting released from prison, they want to know what your living situation is. So they contacted my mum and they basically asked her, what's your relationship like with your son? Can he come back home? Because as you can imagine, yeah, just because I'm registered to my mum's house, that doesn't mean I'm living there. Just because I'm registered to my mum's house, doesn't mean that me and my mum are on good terms. I could be living at my girlfriend's house, which I'd never recommend. I didn't even have a girlfriend at the time. So boom. So but obviously I was still on good terms with my mum-ish. Yeah. Do you know what it was? Like I said, my mum kicked me out like 3 days before. And then just that period of time, me being in prison, that was kind of like the reset sort of thing, innit? So boom, gone home. Now, prior to that, yeah, I got released on the 19th of August. My little sister was born 6 days before. So when I was in prison, and this made my mom cry, when I was in prison, you can get cards, like birthday cards and that. So I got I think it was a birthday card, but obviously I just crossed out something. So I can't remember what I did in it, but like to my little sister or my little brother, because I didn't even know if my mom was having a boy or a girl. I don't think I knew. Anyway, my little sister was born when I was in prison, and then I came out 6 days later and I met her. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically me coming home. And then what I done was, I don't know, a lot of men do this. Like most people will think the day they get released from jail, they're just out on the block and that. Nah, I stayed in my house. I didn't even want no one to know that I was out. I think I stayed in my house. What I done was I went for a run at 4 in the morning. Yeah. I went for a run at 4 in the morning. I was like, let me go and get some fresh air, but I don't want no one in the ends to see me. Mother's life. I'm not gonna call man's name for the sake of calling man. I'm not a bread, yeah. And this is man that I know anyway. I went for a run. So I've gone down one alleyway that takes me from Edmonton Green to Montague Road, ran down Montague Road, ran down Bouncers Road. I'm running through Jet Petrol Station. Oh, my mom's like, I don't need to make things up. Who do I see? This is before he was big, obviously, innit? I see man like Tion Wayne. He's like, what, you're fresh home here? Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh shit, he heard that I went to jail. So it must have been a little talks on the ends. Oh, you know, Jay's gone jail and that. So, but anyway, I didn't even have much brethrens on road. Because 2 weeks before I went to jail and that, obviously, well, 3 weeks before I went to jail, the riots that was going on, I didn't bother phone. I'm not one of them people there that needed to keep phoning the outside world and that. I was cool in prison. I had my people in prison and that. Yeah? So I didn't care about what was really going on in the outside world. Obviously, my eyes was glued to the TV when the riots was going on and that. I've never watched the news so hard in my life. But other than that, I didn't care to speak to anyone in the outside world unless I wanted money from people, to be fair. So anyway, yeah, a lot of my brothers and that, they were all in prison. They were all in jail. So I'm thinking like, yo, I'm slightly thinking like, why is none of the man them like on my estate phone me or whatever. And that. But true say, they shouldn't even really know that I'm out. So what happened was, yeah, I had a brother that I don't talk to now. But so obviously I was released on Friday, and then on Saturday I'm getting a phone call like from one of my brethren and that. I'm like, the fuck, why is he phoning me? He shouldn't even know that I'm on road or whatever, innit? I was like, yo, he's like, yo, you've been released, yeah? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, can I come check you and that? Because basically he said he was gonna leave it for about a week and that, and he's like, nah, I was just too excited to see you, and so he came and checked me. So one of my old brothers I don't talk to no more, unfortunately, he came and checked me. And then one of my brothers, big on my brother Tyrone, he came and checked me on my estate. But the other man them on my estate, a lot of them were in prison and that. I didn't even know until one of my brethren came and told me, like, yo, you see all of these lot around here, they're all in jail, you know. I'm like, swear down. He's like, yeah, even the man them, like the A team, certain them man they're in jail as well. They got done for doing whatever they're doing and that. So big up man like Dulce David. Big up man like Dulce David, man. But yeah. So yeah, I just try ghosts. I just try to just keep a low profile. I almost end up going back to prison like within a week. I must have punched up some guy in the park on my estate, and then the community officers was coming. I just had to keep it moving. How the hell? So I must have got into a little fight, punched some guy, get me rolling on top of him, whatever, and no homo on that. Somehow he was able to get behind me and bite me on my back. I literally had teeth marks in my back, like drawing blood. I had to end up going to some clinic place on the Hertford Road to get to check to see if I had AIDS or whatever. Yeah, because you don't know, these people could be dirty and that. Fucking madness, man. I don't know how the man ended up biting me on my fucking back. So yeah, Jesus Christ, there's probably bare comments now and then. But yeah. But yeah, like that's the thing. Yeah, obviously none of you lot are ever gonna go prison and that. But like, you will meet man and just be friends with man. Like big up man like John from Woolwich. This is our next Woolwich you. Even when he came out of jail, now he was in jail for like a good period of time, like a year and a half, 2 years after I left. He even when he come out of jail, because I left him my number, he even phoned me like, yo, I just touched road, whatever. And I'm like, oh shit, like me. Big up man like Michael Ludia, fucking legend. Yeah. You lot probably won't know him anyway, but man like Michael Ludia, even he was writing to me in prison. Yeah. Big up man like Michael Ludia. You still got the scar? Nah. This was like what? 12, 13 years ago now. What did you go in for? So I got placed on tag and I cut the tag off and I went country. So when I came back, obviously they sent me to jail. What would you do with 30k savings at 18? I'd buy a property. You heard about Vibes Cartel release? Yeah. I see it. Why were you on tag? So basically, man got involved in some. Obviously, in my area, Edmonton, man know everyone. Yeah. So what happened was, you had like, so basically, there's two sets from my generation called Camp and DA. Yeah. So I don't know about all these new ones. I don't know about 900, 09B, 3 times 3. I don't know about these lot. Yeah. Because them man there come way after, man. Some of the youths, like there's one youth called Tiny Tech. Obviously, he's in, he ain't about, But what I'm saying is, like, apparently he was like the 3 times 3 boss. That was little youngers back in the day, yeah. But then man become boss and that, big him up in it. But yeah, man, I don't know these 3 times 3s, 09B9. I don't know these. They came after, man. But anyway, there was two sets. That's my generation, Camp and DA, and basically some little in-house politics happened. Anyway, one side must have mashed up the other side and that. So one he got his bike taken and he just snitched. I don't know. And yeah, obviously I know both sides. So basically, the man them that I know said, "Yo, can you tell my man to drop the case? Like, we'll give him back the bike." Yeah. And so I went to the boy's yard to say, yo, like, drop the case. 'Cause I didn't have his number and that. And his mum ended up stitching on me and I got in trouble for perverting the course of justice, basically. Were you guys ever good with the Tottenham man then? Nah. No. Someone called Carlos said, Wagwan. Can't lie, the fact that you went in prison and still done shit with your life is mad inspirational. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Man was only in prison for 8 weeks, 2 months. You know what I mean? What you know about Stretch MPK? I don't know him. Obviously, I heard of him. He's got 1, 2 tunes that I like though. Still, as a youth worker, that oh shit, the message has gone once. As a youth worker, that video you did took the piss. What video? What video did I do about the youth worker? What do you think about the people them you did dirty back then? What do you think about the people did you dirty back then? If I see any so-called ops, fam, unless a man try a thing on me, I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm not igniting no old beef. Like if something happens with any new person or old person, if a man try a thing, that's different. It's straight on. But I'm not gonna be setting pace on no one that done anything to me back in the day. I got too much to lose to be reigniting some old beef that, you know, more than likely I would have dealt with anyway back then. So nah, I'm not. I say unk active. Blood, fuck, I'm 31 years old. I ain't no rascal uncle, fam. I don't even feel 31. I feel like I'm still 18. Story time of the maddest thing that happened when you were on road. Oh. Right, this is an interesting story. Yeah. So, obviously, I'm from Edmonton. Yeah. I used to flag green bandana and that. But I used to go Tottenham all the time. I didn't give a fuck. Yeah. Obviously, the only time I was thinking, nah, I won't be going Tottenham College because that is dumb. Because I'm going to be sitting down and the man them can just start making phone calls and there can be 10 man outside. Yeah. So that's the only time I wouldn't be going Tottenham like that. But I will go through Tottenham. I was going through Tottenham on my own. No shack, nothing. No, on my own. Just my fists and that. Don't give a fuck. So boom. So man's walking through Asda, like Edmonton Green. And prior to this, I must have stuck it on some Tottenham youth that was at my college. This is Hertford Regional, yeah? So I'm about to get on the bus to go to Tottenham. So Edmonton, you could get 259, 349, 279, 149. So boom. So I see a double-decker bus going past. Well, approaching the bus stop. So I start running. So I see 3 youths at the back of the bus, like proper watching, like, you know, you just get that feeling in them. I'm like, oh, go on. So anyway, I just carry on running. Now I noticed like one of them was one Tottenham youth who was bait. He's my generation. He's 1 year younger than me, but he's bait. I ain't gonna say his name. But so boom. So I see him watching, and then I see a next youth that is friends with a youth that I stuck it on in college. So anyway, there's a total of 3 youths on the bus now. So boom. So I've got on the bus, going straight to the top of the bus and sat at the back. I know these lot are Tottenham youths, but I'm not even thinking it's like that. Like, plus I just thought like man was invincible, to be fairness. Anyway, boom. So now they start chatting shit like, oh, you remember such and such person and that. I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, so how come you were sticking on whatever, innit? So now they're trying to stick it on, man. I'm outnumbered on this bus, innit? Yeah. So boom. So I thought it would be very dumb for me to go to Tottenham and get off the bus, yeah, because I know they're going Tottenham because they can't be going nowhere else. Yeah? So I was like, you know, let me just get off this bus. Yeah? So boom, man's got off the bus now. R.I.P. Ike. Yeah, put one in the chat if you know who Ike is. He passed away a very long time ago, like 18 years ago. Yeah, Ike's mum used to have a shop in N18, like Upper Edmonton. Yeah, so boom, I've got off there now. Yeah, so they've come off the bus. Yeah. So I'm like, right, well, they're following me now, innit? Because I know these lot have no reason to get off in Edmonton. These lot are Tottenham boys. They should be going to Tottenham. Furthermore, I don't even know where they was coming from. Maybe they was coming from Enfield or something. Anyway, boom. So I've got off the bus now, and they're not leaving me alone. Yeah, they're still trying it, whatever, and that. But they're kind of man, them don't know how to set pace. Me personally, if I got a problem with you, I'm just gonna bang you. I'm not gonna. I might say one word and then that's it. I'm not gonna be talking, waiting for the right moment. Fuck all that bullshit. Anyway, so they're chatting shit now. Now one of them takes out a knife, yeah, and he shows it to me, innit? So anyway, boom. I can't remember why I ended up mentioning this, but I was like, I beat up such and such not too long ago. One older who's kind of like Edmonton / Tottenham, yeah. I thought I beat up such and such. One of the youths said, hey, he beat up your older brother. He said, what do you mean you beat up my older brother? Really? Brother, it's one of the youths. So I beat up one of the youths that was there, I beat up his older brother, innit? Yeah. So I can't remember what happened. But anyway, I just started shouting at them, started amping, and they started backing up. But one of them ended up kicking me. And I thought, fuck it. I just ran off. Yeah. So anyway, boom. So I'm running now. Yeah. There's 3 of them chasing me. Remember I told you one of them had a flick knife, yeah? He's run up to me. These times, you lot are too young to remember this, but basically, when man was like between the age of 15 to 18, there used to be this jacket called the bomber jacket, yeah? It was a Nike puffer bomber jacket. Everyone had that jacket. Like, that was like the roadman jacket. Most people got it in black, but I got it in green, because obviously, man, green, yeah? So I had that jacket in green. Anyway, as I'm running, one of them's caught up to me, the one with the flick knife. He's a bait Tottenham you. He's not none of these names that you're putting in there. Nah. He's from before them, man. There. Same, I don't know how old that he won you. But anyway. Anyway, this shoots ran up to me and he's tried to stab me. Yeah. But it's gone through my jacket, pierced my jacket, and poof. I'm just seeing bare feathers and that. So I stopped. Like, are you fucking mad? Like, you ripped my jacket. They stopped, and then I ended up chasing them. They just started running off. They got scared. I don't know. They started running off. So anyway, they stopped outside a shop. So I said, wait there. I went in the shop, grabbed a Supermalt bottle, came out. So basically, yeah, I went in there, took a bottle from the shop, came out, and they were gone. So I'm thinking, where the fuck are they? I'm going there to looking to lamp someone now, innit? So they've gone now, innit? So I'm thinking, where the fuck are they? So I'm thinking, yeah, they're going towards Tottenham. So I'm just running down 4th Street, trying to catch them. I'm just running towards 4th Street. I'm just trying to catch them. So anyway, obviously, as you know, 4th Street is a very busy road and that. So buses, you can run faster than a bus. I've done it plenty of times, running from Edmonton to like Bruce Grove, and I'm beating the bus. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm running down 4th Street and I got to like McDonald's and I've jumped on the bus because I can't see these youths, yeah. But I'm still going to my cousin's house now, ain't it? Boom. So I've jumped on the bus. I'm going towards Tottenham now. The bus driver said, why was you fighting with those boys? I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, I saw you chasing after those boys. Why was you fighting with the boys? I'm like, oh shit, you saw that? He was like, yeah. I was like, don't worry about it. I was like, where are they? They're on the bus. He's like, no. Basically, they went another direction. They went where Lidl's is in Edmonton. And he said he saw them cross the road and go over to Lidl's, but I thought they went towards Tottenham. Anyway, boom. So I've got on the bus now, gone upstairs. So now I'm just making my way towards my cousin's house. Nothing. Oh, okay, they try to stab me, whatever, in it, boom. So I got off at Chick King. There's a bus stop that's opposite Chick King in Tottenham. Got off the bus. I'm walking across the road now to go to Chick King. I see 2 youths. Like, you know, like when you see man, you look in it. You know what I mean? Me, I'm like, what on, you good, yeah? I'm not even trying to G-check, man. Just like, yo, what on, you good? They're like, yeah, I'm good still. Where do I know you from? That's how you don't know me from nowhere. This you is a Bay MPK you, yeah? Like, you don't know me from nowhere. He's like, no, I've seen you about somewhere in that. How true that is, I don't know, innit? Yeah? So I was like, fam, you don't know me. He's like, so where you from then? I said, I'm from N9. He's like, what? His brethren started jumping up and down. Like, what, you green gang, yeah? You green gang? I was like, fam, listen, I just got in a madness with some other Tottenham boys. I ain't trying to do this again, yeah? He's like, but we don't give a fuck. So anyway, after a few words was exchanged and that, they tried to say to me, they got a swammy in their JD bag. So they're trying to say they got a in their bag. They might have, maybe, yeah? Anyway, I'm a madman. So I just bust my bottle on the floor and then took a swing at them. I missed, yeah? They tried to throw a couple punches. Well, one of the brethren tried to throw a couple punches at me and he missed. Next thing you know, this Bay MPK, yeah, all I remember is I saw his fist clenched. Obviously, he's holding his fist down. Next thing you know, boom, fam. Even till this day, yeah, when I was 18 years old, when I open up my jaw fully and close it, it clicks. I don't know what he done to my jaw, but if I open up my mouth, I'm not going to open up my mouth on screen, but if I open up my jaw fully, it clicks. Yeah, so it's not smooth. It's like my jaw clicks. Anyway, bam, he's banged me. So basically, there's a shop called Jerky's that's on Tottenham High Road, yeah? It's a yardie shop, yeah. He's banged me in my jaw, bruv. I've just stumbled across the main road. I could have got ran over. All I remember is they came running over and they just tucked me in. Now, one yardie man broke it up, yeah. He must have just come out of that jerky shop. So I remember it was one, you know, them yardie man with them camos that end here. Yeah, one light skinned brother with the camos that stop here. Man's been growing his hair for 6 years, but the hair stops there. So he broke it up, innit? And then, yeah, I've just got up. I see them run off with their JD bag and that. And I just dust myself off and went to the chicken and chip shop. I still went to Chicken, got my chicken and chips, and went to my cousin's house and that. And as I'm in my cousin's house, I'm like, yo, my jaw is fucked. So after like 2-3 hours, I left and I went to North Middlesex Hospital because I had to get an x-ray because I thought my jaw was broken. But they said to me, listen, if your jaw was broken, you wouldn't be able to speak right now. So your jaw's not broken. It was just heavily swollen. Heavily swollen. Like, this youth here, yeah, is known for boxing, man, still. So obviously, man's affiliated, like, you get me. I know some Wood Green youths and that, innit, yeah? Like, some of them, not just through my cousin and that, but like, they used to come to Edmonton and that, innit? And basically, they said that they was moving to one MPK on the train, and one of them turned around and punched someone in the face, and he bent his nose. And the person that he punched in the face is a serious shoot as well. But yeah. No, it wasn't an uppercut, it was a hook. It was a hook. The youth's kind of strong still. I said, that's P. Diddy ever run up in your yard? Someone said it was Ajuman. Nah, it's not Ajuman. No. I said, shout out Chick King. Man said, bro, defo misses being on road. Look, the road thing was fun. Obviously, when you're getting stabbed and that bullshit, no, it's not fun. But just the little rough and tumble, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. You got poked by Mark Lambie. Come on, man. Nah, it wasn't Bangies and no. That's a 149 legendary bus. Man said, facts, I was taxing everyone Freddos in that jacket. Oh my God. You're a real ghetto, fam. Jay, why are you grabbing balls? Man, what do you think I was going to do? Running with the supermode, running with the supermode in no direction is crazy. I said chaos. Don't be talking about anyone got bunned, boy. But obviously, yeah. So like, obviously, man's taken L's on road and that, but man's scoreboard, like, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Sometimes I've seen like these videos, yeah, like where they're like talking about like, you know, like the top scorers in every end. And I'm a bit jealous, to be fair, you know, because I'm like, if only they made that video, like them sort of videos when I was on road. Don't get it twisted, man. I never done them things there in it, but getting man down, yeah, I was mashing up people. Obviously, man did get mashed up a couple times as well. You know, you win 4, you lose 1. I don't mind that ratio, but yeah. I was a bit jealous when I see some of those videos where people are talking about like their scoreboard and that, oh, this person done this, done that, done this, done that. I'm gonna have to shut this fucking window now. This door. But yeah, man. Obviously, the road thing is not good, innit? Someone said forever comfy in the night. Like, so basically, I remember, yeah, someone must have said, like, oh, because I talking about riding my motorbike around in Edmonton. I don't know. Someone said, oh, aren't you afraid to ride your motorbike in Edmonton? I'm like, what? What? What are you talking about? Like, fam, like, like, especially when I was younger, like, Edmonton was just a big playground. It was a playground for man. Like, when you're part of the A team, there's no one to fear. Every now and then, a couple nasty wolves will come to the ends of that. That's a bit different. But other than that, yeah, Edmonton is was a playground for us, man. Was a playground. I remember one time. So basically, see the last time I done a live stream, yeah, there was a guy that was on YouTube, and it was one of the man then, because he was saying certain things, and I'm like, raw, you must know, like. Anyway, he was like, yeah, I used to see you, and he described himself. So I said his name in a not so bait way. So basically, what happened was, yeah, so like I said, the wood green youths used to chill with us, man. Yeah. So one time, so I don't know if you lot know Edmonton, but you've got Edmonton Green bus station, and then you've got like Edmonton Green police station. In between there's a place called Texas Fried Chicken. I think they might have shut it down, you know. The last time I was down, not last weekend, but the weekend before, I'm sure they shut down Texas Fried Chicken. If any of you lot are Edmonton in the chat, let me know if Texas Fried Chicken has been shut down, yeah? So anyway, so most of us, yeah, are all chilling at Edmonton Green bus station. Now, Edmonton Green police station is around the corner, so you can't see. Texas Fried Chicken is around the corner, you can't see. We're chilling at Edmonton Green bus station, 40 man deep, yeah? Wood Green youths and us, man, yeah? Around the corner, there was a guy that was in the live chat last time I was doing a live. Him and one next brother, they are part of our team. They were around the corner. They were just chilling. I don't know what they was doing. About 50 youths came on bikes from Tottenham. They want to ride out. But we can't see what's happening. One of the man them got caught. He got bottled and stabbed in his face and that. One of his brethren was able to wriggle out of it or whatever and that. And he ran back and told us, yo, so imagine, yeah, we're standing at Edmonton Green bus station. It's 40 man, yeah? One of our man them come back, yo, something going on or whatever, innit? Blood, us man just go running around the corner. We just see the whole road filled up with bikes. Like, it was mad. You've never seen so much youths in your life. Maybe they do them 6 days in South London, in Lewisham, where they got 100 man and that. The whole entire road filled up with boys on bikes and that. They would have, if they never caught one of our guys en route, because imagine they're coming from Tottenham, yeah? So they have to ride past the police station, Texas Fried Chicken, then Edmonton Green bus station. If they never caught one of our guys, that would have been a mad Royal Rumble, yeah? Unless some of our guys just cut out, because you know what it's like, innit? 50 man pull up and man just this way, that way, this way, that way, and that. So yeah, that would have been mad. I would have loved to have known what would have happened if they had got to us, but they didn't, because they caught certain man before they got to us. So that's why they turned back and bust out. Man, listen, the roads was mad back in the day, man. Yeah, it was crazy still. I got bare stories. Bare stories. I was thinking to start a little channel called Street Tales by Jay Wise, man, but I don't know. I might do it. I spoke about it last year. I might do it still. I said, give us more stories, you know. So at one time, yeah. So basically, they had this North London link up. Don't ask me what year. Right, hold on. So 011. So they had a North London link up. Let me check. Hold on. I think they had that North London link up in 2009 or 2010. One sec. So let me just, the video must be, hold on. North London. I'm trying to find it. So basically, there's an old video from like back in 09. Yeah. Just bear with me, bear with me. All right. So this video. All right, yeah. So basically, yeah, in 2009, yeah, there was a mad link up. So basically, you had Busy Block, KG, which is Kensal Green, them Hornsey Utes, obviously Grey Gang. You had Tottenham Utes, QC as well. I don't know what they stand for and that, but basically had like 6 or 7 postcodes. They're all linked up, yeah. So boom. So they must have linked up and they went carnival and yeah, they went there 100-man deep, whatever, innit? So boom. So the following, so we heard about that, but some of our guys went down to carnival unsuspecting. They didn't know, innit? They just went. They went down there maybe 10 man up. Yeah. So anyway, they got into all the cool madness and that, but they was able to just kind of get away untouched and that. So anyway, boom. So the next year, 2010, we said, all right, well, we're going down to carnival. We're going to do the same shit, yeah? So anyway, boom. So we gone down there now, and so there's obviously us, man. And then we linked up with some youths from Hounslow. They call AFR. Them lot were like flagging like black bandanas back in the day or something. So yeah, so did they come down to Edmonton or did we meet them down there? I think they came down to Edmonton, you know. But anyway, yeah, we've gone down there and we're like rolling down there, 60 man up. And I can't remember. I think there was a little madness, or whatever, but nothing crazy or nothing like that. But yeah, there was one you walking around with a stab-proof vest and them things there. And that story actually got back to the ends because someone that I know that's not involved was like, "Yo, I heard there was a guy walking around with a stab-proof vest." I'm like, "Yeah, I heard about that still." But yeah. That's one time we linked up just to go down to carnival just to show our faces and that. And funny enough, yeah, like this while I was even saying this to my girl the other day. So I've got a cousin, yeah, RIP my cousin Sharon, he passed away, yeah. I brought him, he's not from my area, but I brought him to my area one time and was with the man then, whatever, innit? So then boom, I don't know, 6 months later, whatever, we're at carnival. So my cousin's not with me. But I'm at carnival with my people, and in carnival, as soon as like if something kicks off, then you're just gonna lose all of your man them, and you're just gonna be with like 4 or 5 man and that. Anyway, I'm running through carnival and I got our next cousin called Ziggy. I see my cousin, I'm like, yo, what are you doing here? Because you can't phone anybody in carnival, you know, there's no reception in it. I'm like, yo, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm with Shayon as well, whatever, in it. Yeah, I'm like, where is he? He's like, I don't even know. He lost him. So I'm like, come. Yeah, just come with, man, innit? Boom. Anyway, we're in carnival. You know what it's like and that. It starts getting dark at 8 o'clock. So anyway, everyone starts leaving because they shut it down at 7, innit? So boom. So when you're in the carnival location and that, you can't get no reception, like I said. Even on the streets, really and truly. Plus, people's phone batteries were dying as well, innit? So boom, we've left Notting Hill, made our way back down to Seven Sisters. Yeah, so now we're back in the ends, basically. Anyway. Boom. Got on the bus, phoned my cousin and Sharon, like, yo, where are you and that? He's like, yo, I'm with Crazy and such and such. I'm like, what are you doing with them lot in Edmonton? He's like, oh, they saw me and they remembered me. They was like, yo, you're Jelani's cousin, come. I was like, rah. So that was mad. Like, I respect the man then for taking my cousin on, like, you know what I mean? Because I didn't even know they even remembered him like that. I brought him to the ends one time. Don't say, Jay, why you going carnival this year? Nah, man, nah, I don't go carnival. To be fair though, last carnival, I took my motorbike down there. I just rolled through. That's it. Just rolled through. But I'm not. I don't go carnival like that. Nah. I just took my motorbike through. Funny enough, yeah, that's how you know Jamaicans. We have been spreading our seed far and wide. I'm seeing people with the Trinidadian flag You know, they look black. Obviously, some Trinidadian people got mixed with Indian in them and that. I'm seeing people with St. Lucian flags, Grenadian flags, Barbadian flag, not Bayesian, Barbadian flag, just to piss off the Bayesians and that. I'm seeing people with the Bayesian flag and that. Everyone kind of represents and looks like a prototypical person of that country and that. Yeah. When I saw people with the Jamaican flags and that, everyone's fucking mixed race. I'm seeing white girl, people that look like a girl that looks white with a Jamaican flag and that. So it's mad. Like, that's how you know Jamaicans really be spreading their season. Like, I'm just seeing pure mixed race people. I'm seeing girls that have white skin that are probably mixed race flagging the Jamaican flag. It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. Man say, why are you lying for, man? Lying about what? Was you on rolls whilst at Winchman? Nah, well, towards the end, yeah. I said Jamaican man are gyalish. Yeah. I'm surprised. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Jamaican man ain't got youths in Palestine and Afghanistan and that. I was saying it, like I was even cutting up some videos earlier and I was saying that, yo, like, obviously Jamaicans, we don't have the biggest population. Yeah. We're outnumbered by, you know, Nigerians or Chinese people or German people. But what I'm saying is, like, is it per capita? Is that the right term? We got the most descendants. Yeah. The amount of Jamaican man that I know that got 6 kids in that. You ain't going to other nations and man have got multiple children and that. Unless it's a man that's got 5 wives and that. But that's all contract and, you know what I'm saying? The man ain't just going out and getting gal easily and breeding them. Like, man need to make arrangements and shit like that. Jamaicans, we got the most descendants. My mum made a joke, and it's a joke that's been going around for a little while. My mum was the first person that I heard say this. She said, if all the Jamaicans went back to Jamaica, so anyone that can claim Jamaican descent, even if you're only half, so you can have a white mum and a Jamaican dad. If everyone went back to the island would sink. That's the realest truth. There's too many of us. My mum even said that we're all cousins, technically. We are. Even my barber, John, big up man like John Barber. I guarantee you, it will only take about 7 generations for me and John to look back for us to find a common ancestor. By common ancestor, I mean, let's say I've got a cousin called Devontae, yeah? Our common ancestor is our great-grandma, yeah? So we go back like 2-3 generations, and that's our common ancestor and that. All us Jamaicans, we're all cousins. We're all cousins. There's so many of us. Everyone on that island is literally related. Would love for you to collab with Tate. Yeah, man. Yeah, that would be good, man. Yeah, still, I'd sit down and talk to him and that. I mean, he would just be saying the same things that I'm thinking. Really, there will be no difference of opinion. There will be no difference of opinion. Someone was making some joke saying I'm the fucking Andrew Tate of South London. Well, I'm actually from Edmonton, so I'm from North London. Collab with King Richards. I mean, I've called up King Richards' show a couple of times, so I spoke to him a few times. Ever got into beef in a party? No. Tate rates Jamaicans as well. Okay. Are you Tion Wayne? Yeah. So Tion Wayne Turner's generation, Edmund. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. Some white people these days want to be cultural, bro. I saw too much Nigerian flags at the carnival. Okay, I don't remember seeing any, but yeah, I can imagine so. Yeah. I reposted the edit of you talking about not risking it for a woman. Real talk. What video was that, Z? If you're still in the chat. You know, imagine he says the one where you're wearing a white t-shirt. I mean, every fucking video. Jay Wise, I heard you got pressured on the wing. Pressured by who? If anything, I was doing the pressuring. When at Winchmore did you any local schools? Nah, there was some local beef business between Broomfield and my school, but I wasn't involved in that. Maddest Jail story time. Should I go carnival or graph? Bro, graph for 12 hours, you'll live a lot longer. You know how much man die and fucking go carnival end up losing their Ras Clark life. Every year, some youth dies when he goes carnival. Man said, how you met your girl story time? I mean, I met her online. No, there's no real story time. Was it last year? Oh, so you're saying last year nothing happened. So what year was it? There was a year where you came from Leicester or somewhere like that. He went from London, Aylesbury or something like that, and he died. He was like an aspiring rapper and that. Something like that. Do you have any good stories in pen? So basically, do you remember I was saying that like there was if you lot was in the stream, basically there was some Hackney boys, they didn't like me on the wing, yeah. So basically these Hackney boys, yeah, they were all anti-London Fields. So some of them were from Balance Road, some of them were from Kingsmead, Hoxton, everywhere apart from London Fields, yeah. There was like 10 of them on the wing, yeah. Some of them from Clapton and that. Boom. So basically in ISIS, yeah, you've got a house block called Thames and you've got Meridian. So Meridian is for 21 to 25, and that's A, B, C, and D wing, I believe. Yeah, A, B, C, and D wing. Yeah, there's 4 wings over there, I believe. But that's 18, that's 21 to 25, sorry. Yeah. So A, B, C, and D wing. But then you got the Thames block, and that's 18 to 21. That's G, H, E, and F wing. Yeah. So E, F, G, and H wing. So 2 of the wings have exercised together. So G wing and H wing. I was on the H wing, but everybody starts on the G wing. The G wing is the induction wing, yeah? So when you're on the H wing, you have exercise in the morning with the G wing. So you get to see who comes into the prison in the morning. Or well, obviously they would have touched down in the prison the night before or the afternoon before. But then you get to see them on exercise in the morning if they decide to come out. So boom. So like I said, on the H wing, there was bare anti-Fields youths. Like I said, they're from everywhere apart from London Fields. Yeah, boom. So they used to have a corner where they used to just go and chill. Yeah. And I was chilling with some other youths and that. So anyway, I just clocked like there's something not right. Yeah. I just you could just feel it, and these men are planning a drill. Yeah. I can't remember what we called it back in the day. These are planning to move to something, innit? So boom, you could just tell them man just whispering or whatever, innit? And anyway, I clocked, yeah, they're gonna move to one of these 2 or 3 youths that's on the other side. I could just tell. So boom. So obviously the guards have said, right, everyone in, whatever. So everyone starts walking in. Now, these man done it so strategically. I think the guy's from London Fields or something like that, yeah? He starts walking in towards the doors to go into the building because we're outside in the exercise yard. These youths start flanking him, yeah? Man are going to the left, Man are going to the right. Man are surrounding him and that. One you, obviously, my man struck him from behind. No homo. Yeah? I've never seen someone. This guy literally dived and banged him. Mad. Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't even. Well, he almost dropped. Boom! He just jumped in the air. Boom! From behind. So imagine, yeah, you could give it all you got. If you're gonna lick someone from behind, because you know they're not gonna move, yeah. Boom! He's crashed him. Next thing I know, they just got on top of him and they stamped him out. They mashed him up. Mashed him up. I never saw that guy again. He just got shipped out, probably. Probably got shipped out. He probably got shipped out. There was a next time on the wing. I'm not gonna say the boy's name, but basically there's a gang called Cherry Gang, yeah. And I don't know, this youth had beef with someone from some other, I don't know who the other person was, but whoever this youth had beef with on another wing, the youth that was on the other wing, he couldn't get to the guy on my wing. So he asked someone from my wing to round up a few men and go and mash him up. Yeah. So boom, it's association now. You know, you get to go out and do whatever you want to do in it, yeah. Have a shower, play pool and that. I see a crowd of people standing in front of a door, like one of the cell doors. So what the fuck's going on? Obviously, there's just a tiny flap like this wide. There's a crowd of people trying to look to see what's going on. So what the fuck's going on? It's like 10 people outside this cell. What's going on? Next thing you know, yeah, the door flies open. Man are just coming out, like just charged and that. What the fuck? Anyway, they were in the cell beating up this youth. Yeah. Now the guys that went in there was 4 of them beating up this one skinny youth. All of these men, yeah, these 4 guys that went in this cell on a one-on-one, they would have mashed up this youth, no problem. Yeah. So imagine 4 men on one skinny guy that if any of them had a fight with him, yeah, they would have mashed him up. Yeah? So anyway, they battered him. Blood? I don't know if you lot have seen that film Total Recall where their heads swell up like an alien. Like, I've never seen a man's eye so mash up. Yeah? They battered him. They went in, so what happened was, yeah, they planned it obviously. They went in the cell during association, they kicked out the cellmate and they fucked him up in the cell. Fucked him up in the cell. Yeah, this is the sort of stuff that happens in prison, man. You're not ready for trouble. You're not ready for no drama, especially just behave yourself and stay out of prison, man. Someone said you've been in prison. Yeah, one time, just for 8 weeks in ISIS. A few weeks in Feltham as well. I said, I'm imagining. I said, bro, why don't you ever get a trim? Times are hard, man. Someone put in one of the comments. Man can buy all these properties but can't afford to get a trim. Big up man like the Mola. Hard on the lives, man. I see you. Trim expires, property remains. Yeah. But yeah, man, stay out of prison, man. Don't do crime. Don't get involved in those stupid riots and no foolishness. I'll be coming off in about 5 minutes. Yeah, man, come on. Big up man like the Mola, man. But yeah, don't get involved in no foolishness. You lot would have not seen me like, even if I was down on the ends, I would not have gone to Wolverhampton. No way. No way. I'll stay in my house and I'll just watch the lives where I can't get nicked. I said, why did you man beef Broomfield? I don't know. I don't know what that was over. What's your thoughts on snaky brethren? Do you think it's justifiable to react with violence? What's the situation? What happened? You might have trying to get me in trouble, you know. Apparently you can get in trouble for inciting violence and that, so can't really talk too much. Taking cash behind my back on holiday. How? That was not what you thought that was, yeah? Nah, it was my elbow still. So basically what? You're saying that they stole your money? They stole his watch. Hold on. No, he done it. He's trying to say the cleaner took it. Yeah, but fam, what? You have to look to yourself, yeah? Like, why are you rolling with man that are willing to rob you? You know, that could yeah. If a man says to me, my friend robbed me for my watch, my friend done this, my friend stole from me and that, I'll be thinking, what's wrong with you? Why you would have a friend that is capable of robbing you? I could never imagine any of my friends robbing my watch or robbing money from me. Now, maybe if I had 1 million, then yeah, maybe it's gonna change. If I had 1 billion, then yeah, I'll jack a motherfucker. Yeah. What I'm saying is, like, I wouldn't expect my friend to rob me for 10 grand or rob me at all. No way. No way. Why are you rolling with people like that? You must be on the wrong path. Yeah, you must be on the wrong path if you're with guys that are willing to rob you for your watch or rob you for 10 grand. Because I don't know, if I was with any of my brethren, Tyrone, Benga, any of my brethren, if I left a 10 grand, 20 grand watch lying around, they would not steal it. They would not steal it. They would not steal it. I got a brethren, he would probably put it on and take pictures of that, but you're going to steal my watch. Yeah? So why are you, you know what? If you're with friends that are willing to rob you, then maybe you deserve it. Not in that way, but what I'm saying is like, yo, why are you hanging around with feral dogs? You're gonna get bitten, rude boy. Yeah, you can't hang around with certain man. They're gonna get you in trouble, or they're gonna do things to you. So I'm not saying you deserve it and that, but blood, if you're rolling with men that are willing to rob you and that, nah, man, you should be able to leave your brethren in your yard, disappear for a whole day, and your friend keeps the house clean and he doesn't steal from you. If you can't do that, then you need to find some new friends, rude boy. That's craziness. How can you have men around you that are willing to jack you? Big up man like Andrew, just passed my AM2 assessment. Big up, big up. Andrew, what was the hold on. I sent an invite to someone by accident. If you come on, I'm just gonna cancel it. But anyway, yeah. Andrew, what was the hardest part of the AM2 for you, in your opinion? Because for me, I nearly ran out of time with the install. Then he ran out of time, man. Did Eddie Man beef any guys from Barnet? Not to my knowledge, no. Wise, did you ever do any betting, gambling, and thoughts on it? I mean, me personally, like obviously when I was 15 years old and that, there used to be a William Hill on Victoria Road in Edmonton near Pims Park. And man used to just go in there, quickly pop the door, go in there and turn my back to the shop staff and that. Yeah. Hoping that they think that I'm a big man. Because when I was 15, I've been this height since I was 15, like 5'9" since I was 15. So I wasn't a small child. They said, go in there and turn my back and that. And put £1 in the roulette machine, see if I can up my money and that. But I've never been a gambler or nothing like that. I don't rate gambling. Yeah. Like if you want to go to the casino for an experience, just that's cool. But I don't rate man that gamble. Not because they're wasting their money, it's because they're trying to get rich without putting in the work. And I don't respect people who try to get rich without putting in the work. That's why I don't respect man that sell drugs. I don't respect man that do fraud. I don't respect none of that stuff. I only respect people that are willing to sacrifice their time, you know, put all that effort and energy into becoming successful in that. So look, if Tottenham are playing or Arsenal or England are playing, look, if you want to put down a £200 bet just for a little bit of excitement, they do that. Do that once every 6 months or however often. Yeah? But don't be doing these little stupid £5 bets every day. You're trying to get rich without putting in the rascal work. So yeah, I don't like people that well, I don't rate the betting thing. I don't rate no one that's just trying to get rich quick. Me, I don't mind grinding. I like grinding. Yeah. I said, "Are you 5'9"? Yeah. What do you think? I was 6'4"? Nah, mate. Yeah. So yeah, I've been this height basically. I mean, maybe when I was 15, I was 5'8", maybe. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I've been this height since I was 15. You know, and the maddest thing is, yeah. So when I left school, I was basically this height. Yeah, 16 years old. I left school. I didn't see certain man that I went to school with for 2 years. And I remember one time I went to the Sainsbury's near my school, and I see a couple man that was in my year. I'm like, right, you man are all 6'3", like what the fuck? And all of these people, yeah, they're all 6'1", 6'3", and that they were all the same height as me. It's like, I never grew. I never grew. I never grew. Never grew, literally stopped growing at like 15, 16. Yeah, maybe when I was 15, I might have been 5'7.5" or 5'8", but basically, yeah, stopped growing at like 15, 16, I believe. What do you think about people that get into chases on bikes? Yeah, that's dumb. It's dumb, blood. Dumb. You're looking for trouble. Obviously, I've done it before, innit? Had an ex-girlfriend on the back running from the police, well, riding off from the police, end up getting caught by the police. When did you realize you needed to jump off roads? I think, yeah, so after I come out of prison, yeah, obviously I got like my first proper girlfriend and that, and I thought to myself, do you know what? I don't want to be in jail and this girl is coming to see me on the other side of the table. So I thought, you know what, let me just pack the road thing up and then just stop doing whatever I'm doing. Because obviously man was still trying to make a little bit of money whilst I was an apprentice. Yeah, you do the maths and that. So I thought, you know, I don't want to be having to chat to this girl over the phone and all this bullshit. So yeah, someone said, "Oh, did you beef?" Nah, I don't, not even me. How old were you then? Are you talking about when I decided to jump off road? 19. I was 19 years old. Still in, yeah, so I live in Northampton at the moment. Yeah. Do you understand your mom being tired of you when you was on the road? Do you mean like, yeah, like, well, yeah, my mom didn't like it, yeah. Yeah, she didn't like it. Coming off in 5 minutes. So this Andrew Senior TV said more great contents is what we're expecting from you. Adolescents need leadership from you. Yeah, come on, man. It's sad. It's sad that they can't get it from their own dads. Now, why can't they get it from their own dads? It's the point I keep making. These women are picking the wrong men. It is solely down to them to pick the right men. I am a man that takes absolute accountability. There will be no video in the history of JY's TV where you will ever see, you will never see a video from me, Jay making excuses. I don't make no excuses for nothing. What I'm saying is, women picking the wrong men and reproducing them, it's entirely their fault. A lot of the world's problems would be solved. This world would be a completely different place if women picked the right men and the right men only to reproduce with. I guarantee you, if women all said, if every woman on planet Earth said, you know what? The only men that are going to get some action in the bedroom is guys with jobs, yeah? Guys who are lawyers, tradesmen, yeah? Business owners, property owner, whatever. Those are the only guys that are going to get laid. Every other guy, if you're not that, if you're bunning weed, if you're in between jobs because you ain't got no proper career in that, you're not getting laid. If you're a crackhead, you're not getting laid. I guarantee you, there'll be a lot more doctors, there'll be a lot more tradesmen, there'll be a lot more business owners. But because the threshold and the bar is so low, everyone and anyone, you don't need to be anything to get women in that. So that's why these men are about. I would love to see it. I'd love to see an alternative reality where women were like, no, I don't date. I don't date waste men. I don't date, but no. You need to have a property. You need to have a uni degree in order to date me. You've been to prison? Oh, I won't date you. Obviously, then I would be excluded. But or like, let's say, oh, you've been to prison, but you need to turn your life around and really, not just, oh, I've turned my life around. I came out of prison a month ago. No, you need to be. We need to see, progress over the last 5 years, and the world will be a different place. But if you know that you can be a drug dealer, if you know you can work a bullshit job and be a nobody and still get women, why the fuck are you going to make the effort to be someone? Doesn't make no sense. If you know that you don't need to go to college to do your AM2, you don't need to do your inspection and testing, you don't need to do any sort of apprenticeship or nothing like that, and you can still be an electrician, you just watch a couple YouTube videos and I'll give that a shot. You know what I mean? So I believe it's entirely women's fault, yeah, in terms of reproducing these waste men, because they're the ones that are the gatekeepers. Okay, they're the ones that say whether these guys or whoever's going to be reproducing in that. So it's completely their fault. Completely their fault. Because the problem is, and you know what pisses me off? So many chicks will say there's no good men out there, there's no good men. There fucking is, blood. You're just not looking. You're just not looking. You're just not looking. Or do you know what it is? They're not looking, they're overlooking. Yeah. This is the best example. My girl has a friend who went on a date with a doctor, yeah? Apparently this guy was like 6'6" or something like that. Now, in order for her to go on a date with this guy, he probably was a little bit above average looking. In my opinion, you only need to be at a bare minimum average looking. There on after, you got to be that guy, charisma, swag, whatever in it. He was 6'6", let's say as a bare minimum average looking, yeah. And he was a doctor. This girl, it never went anywhere. Instead of progressing with a doctor and hooking up with a doctor long term, do you know who she ended up dealing with? A delivery fucking driver. Some waste man that has nothing going for him. And then this will be the same girl will say there's no good men around. Yeah, there fucking is. You just turn them down. You just turn them down. This will be this. I'm telling you, this will be the same girl that will say there's no good men. What the fuck? What are you talking about, blood? What are you talking about? Someone needs to deliver our stuff. Yeah, you should not be born in this country, and the best thing you can do is deliver parcels and that. Let the people that come over from another country seeking asylum or haven't got qualifications and that, let them come over and do the delivery jobs and that. Because they come from a place where, you know, they didn't have no education because it's not state and government funded and that. Let them come over and do those sorts of jobs because they're unqualified or whatever and that. And even those people, even though they've come over from somewhere where they couldn't get free education and that, when they come over here and they do their delivery jobs, they should be trying to train to be a professional, a tradesperson, an accountant, or a teacher or something like that. And then when they're qualified, then let some other people come over and do those menial tasks and that. I'm telling you, man, you lot should be voting for me to run the world, man. This place will be different. This place will be different. What process did you go through to jump off the roads? I mean, I just stopped doing what I was doing. There was no process. I didn't evolve. Yeah. I didn't need to evolve from a fucking chimpanzee to a human being. No, I just said, nah, it's long. Fuck it. I said, we need more substance abuse centers. Really? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people on drugs. I mean, someone's on everyone's on something nowadays. Everyone's on something, apart from me. Explain the property plan and how to retire from it. So obviously what I'll be doing is buying properties, adding value to them. I'd have to sit on them for a good little while. When they increase in value, obviously I'll take the money out and go and buy further properties. In between that time, when I buy properties, I don't sell them. I buy properties, hold on to them and rent them out. So the rental income that I get, obviously I save that and that goes towards more properties and that. So at the moment I'm sitting on 5 properties. In order for me to retire, probably a nice healthy round number of 10, maybe 12. So I bought a property in 2017. Then I didn't buy a property until 2021. Another one until 2021. Then I bought one in 2022. Then I bought one in 2023. I bought one in 2024, which is my most recent one 4 months ago. Just almost 4 months ago. Was Noon vexed at you when you jumped off road? Who? Noon? Who's that? Do you think eventually with all these corporations, what's in the comments? Do you think eventually with all these corporations buying properties, inflating prices, market will crash? I don't really know, you know. I don't really like look into like the economy size of things. Funny enough. Are you renting your current property now? No, it's still under construction. Do you only do buy to lets or any other strategy? No, I just do buy to lets. Oh, Noon is no one. All right, let me reread that comment. So no one was vexed at you when you jumped off road. No, no one could chat to me, man. Why are you not mocking me about laughing at the way I said when I said noon? Listen, I'm just reading it. I'm not really. Do you live in your first property you bought? Yeah. How do you handle old friends that are pissed you left them in the past? I mean, the only way you handle it is you're just gonna end up moving on. Like there might be some argument that comes, tough shit. Tough shit. If you don't remember, I was talking about when I was first released from prison, a friend came and linked me and he said, "Oh, I was gonna leave it for about a week or a few days, but I was just too excited to come see you in that." And I said, "Unfortunately, we don't talk no more." So what happened was, and like this is like the only time I've actually had a big argument with one of my friends, you know. Like obviously me and the man them used to have debates and that, like just like God and religion and that, but I'm talking about a proper argument, like man shouting and like shit like that. I've had beef with my brethren and that, certain other man, but like this is the first time I had like a proper argument. Like, these man's like 20 years old. And basically, we went Texas fried. Why is Texas fried chicken in all of my fucking stories? I swear that's like the heart of Edmonton, you know. We must have went Texas fried chicken and we was coming back, yeah. And walking through as the car park. And I remember one of my friends said, "Yo, you've changed, man." And I was like, "How?" And then basically, because obviously I was saying that, yo, this is what I said. I was saying this when I was 20 years old. We're not victims. Yeah. People that look like me, yeah, we need to stop pretending to be victims. And I want not no fucking victims. The real victims, they're long gone. Yeah. You're not a victim. You don't know anyone that's a victim. You don't know anyone that knows anybody that's a victim. Yeah. That was a slave. Yeah. So why the fuck are you still banging on about slavery and that? So anyway, we must have got into an argument about that. And one of the things that made me realize, yeah, I need to stop chatting to these men was basically I was with two of my brethren at the time, and one of them must have said that he saw like one old school op, yeah. And he said that he was on Edmonton Green's train station platform, and the guy said, "What are you saying?" I don't even know what way he said it to him. I don't even think he said it to him, like tried to stick it on him. And he said nothing. Like, so a man said, "What are you saying?" He said nothing. And then he just carried on walking and that. And my man was ruminating on it and letting it fester over the like next week or so on that. And he said, "You know what? Next time I see my man, I might move to him." I was like, "What for?" He's like, "Oh, I didn't like the way he said, what are you saying?" And that. I was like, "Fam, listen, if a man really wanted to move to you, he should have just moved to you and that instead of saying, what are you saying?" That's a bit too ambiguous and that. Obviously, I don't know in what context he said it, but in the way it was put to me, I don't think it was that deep. Yeah. So I remember I said to him, "Fam, you need to grow up. Like you're 20, 21 years old. You're still worried about a man saying, what are you saying?" and that. And I remember I specifically said to him, "What would your mum or dad do in that situation?" Someone that they didn't like from the past said, "What are you saying?" Would you expect your mum or dad to start fighting a man on a fucking platform? The answer's no. And I just remember that. I remember literally saying that almost word for word. What would your mum or dad do in that situation? He's like, "Oh, my mum or dad is like 50 years old." Yeah, whatever in it. I'm like, "Yo, well, at some point you gotta act like a fucking adult." And so, um, hold on. Someone said, "Please, can you answer?" But yeah, anyway, so yeah, we literally stopped talking from that day. Yeah, it's like almost 10 years ago, man. Could my girl get a corporate job as an accountant just like me? You think it's a good idea? Would you say working with your girl in a corporate environment will mess up my relationship? Blood. It's so funny, yeah, that you asked me this question. Let me highlight this question. So the guy said, could my girl get a corporate job as an accountant just like me? You think it's a good idea? Would you say working with your girl in a corporate environment will mess up your relationship? I swear to God, Obviously, I don't tell no lies anyway. Justice. I'm sitting here, yeah? It's about 5 hours ago. So it's about 6 o'clock. And I can't remember what I said, what my girl said or whatever. Or maybe I just started saying it. I was like, you would need to have high tolerance to work in the same environment as your girlfriend. Because man can come up to your girl and just start running jokes and that. Yeah. Like just blood, I'm one of them man there, yeah. Don't even run jokes, don't even banter with my girl. Don't do that bullshit. Like I'm even using words like fucking banter. I don't even use them fucking words. But that's what I'm saying. These are the sort of things that people are gonna be saying and doing. I'm one of them man there, fam. I don't want no one talking to my girl. Don't talk to my girl. Don't chat to my girl. Like, I don't want people running no jokes with her, nothing like that. I had to stick it on my girl and the fucking mechanic. Obviously, my girl introduced me to my mechanic because she was using he used to fix her car before, innit? So one time, obviously, I needed him to go and fix my car. So I had to drive up the road and drop my car to him, and she followed me in her car so I could get back home. So anyway, boom, they've yeah, she's pulled up, I've pulled up, my mechanic's there, he's got out his van or whatever in it. So we've all jumped out of our vehicles and that. And he starts speaking to her in Polish. So she's speaking back to him in Polish. Like, blood, you lot, whoa, stop that. You're not talking to each other in no foreign language and that. Yeah? Stop, you lot speak English right now. Just stick it on both of them. You're not having no blood. I'm not saying they're having some private conversation talking about any madness. My girl's got his number, she's got they've got each other's number. And if they really was planning something, they would have fucking done it. But I don't give a fuck. Respect for me, yeah. You're gonna respect me. You're gonna speak in English in my presence. You're not speaking another language in my presence. Yeah, I'm not having a man have a private conversation with my girl in another language, and I'm just standing there like some dickhead, don't know what the fuck they're saying. I know they're not saying nothing like that. I know they're not talking about going out on a date. Motherfucker's got my girl's number. If you really wanted to organize a date, you're not gonna do it in fucking front of me. But still, I'm not gonna be standing like some dickhead and they're having a conversation in another language and I don't understand what they're saying. No, I put a stop to that right then and there. No, it's not happening. So me, I don't want no one chatting to my girl. Like, nah, I can never work with my girl. I can never work with my girl. I have low tolerance. Low tolerance. Low tolerance. It's not insecure. It's respect for me. You're not gonna have a so this person who said insecure. So Mr. Paul's like, Mr. Paul, what country are you from? Like, are you English or are your people like what's your ethnicity? What's your heritage? And I said, doesn't know about the same language is discount. Trust me, my big up my Polish mechanic. He works for cheap. Yeah. Yeah, he good value for money and that. You can't get no cheaper with him. Yeah, I'm not saying he's working for nothing and that. All right. So, Mr. Paul's life, yeah, you're saying you're English, right? So I'm Jamaican. I'm born here, but I'm Jamaican. Now imagine Jamaican was a language. Yeah, it's not broken English how Jamaicans speak. Imagine it was a completely different language with a different alphabet and whatnot. Yeah. Imagine you was dating a Jamaican girl. And you, with your English self, no disrespect, and your Jamaican girl come meet me for whatever business. And I start talking to your Jamaican girl in Jamaican, what I'm doing is I'm excluding you from the conversation. Are you seriously just gonna stand there with your hands in your pocket like you're at a bus stop, not knowing what we're talking about? If you would allow that to happen, you're a fool. No disrespect, you're a fool. I'm not having a next man have a conversation with my girl. Yes, I get it. You're saying, yeah, you can tell by the energy. I know they're not talking about nothing mad. They've got each other's phone number. If they really wanted to hook up, if it was like that, they could do that behind my back. It's not about the energy. It's the fact that you lot are excluding me from this conversation. It's not happening. It's not happening. Even my girl, her sister came to my house. They're all talking in their language. Yo, you lot stop speaking in your language. Yeah? Put an end to that right then and there. Put an end to that right. I'm a no-nonsense man. You can't play with me. Low to zero tolerance. Yeah. Did you get kicked out of Hartford Regional after going to jail? No, I actually returned. Funny enough, I actually had my college tutor, big up man like Terry. Is it Terry Farrell? Yeah, might be Terry Farrell. Yeah, big up man like Terry Farrell. He wrote into Feltham. He was just talking about, yeah, Jelani was a good student, always turned up on time. I don't know why he went down the wrong path and that. You got like, yeah, he was bigging man up. Like, I don't know. I think he wrote into the prison to try and get me on an electrical course in the prison. Something along those lines. But yeah, big up man like Terry Farrell. I actually phoned him up a couple years after I came out and said, like, yo, man's on the right path now. And you remembered, man. You say that's a lie. You know, one day you keep talking, I'm actually gonna block you, you know. Damn fool. What do you go over in a mentoring call? So obviously I'll find out your name, your background and that, and basically I'll just give you the best possible outcome for you to be the best version of yourself. So it just depends on your situation and that. If you tell me, yo, Jay, I'm stuck in this situation, what can I do to better this situation? I'll give you advice accordingly. But it'll be well worth it. How many people do you know in your life, out of your family and friends, whatever, how many of them do you know that have 5 properties? Yeah? It's not the fact that I have 5 properties, the fact that I put in work and I stayed disciplined over the years to get 5 properties. Because I don't know, none of you lot's parents, yeah, have 5 properties. And you lot's parents are old enough to be my parents, yeah? So you're going to be able to have a one-to-one call with a man that's got his head screwed on. Yo, can you give me an electrical installation apprenticeship for September? Thanks. I don't do apprenticeships. Hey man, would you be open to hire a copywriter can help you with your marketing? Nah. Your parents got 3. Right. This ain't no homo, ain't no measuring. Yeah, this ain't no D measuring contest and that. But your parents have got 3 parents. Yeah, that means 2 people together. I done it on my own, and I'm significantly younger than them. But again, it's not no measuring contest. It's not no competition. But I'm just saying. So I know something. You're saying that your parents have got 3. That's your mum and dad working together. Yeah, and they've got 3. I've got 5, and I'm on my jacks. Oh, you said, no, your dad mainly, your mum's a housewife. Oh, make sure your dad's got a prenup, yeah? But then again, prenups are bullshit, yeah? Prenups are bullshit. Depends where you buy the property. UK prenup is nothing, yeah. And that's the thing, I've said this before, yeah? So like, I will say, typically, men get married at like, let me word it this way. Most men get their life together and get their head screwed on when they're 30. Really and truly, it should be when you're 20. But unfortunately, most men don't start getting their arse in gear till their age 30, yeah? So most men will get their arse in gear when they're age 30 and may buy a property age 32 or something like that. Now, most men get married, I will say, between like 25 to 28. And obviously, when you get married, if you sign a prenup, then obviously you're protecting anything that you came into the relationship with. Congratulations. You're protecting your Gucci belt collection. You're protecting your local AP or Cartier watch collection and that. So let's say you get married at age 25 to 28 and you're protecting all your assets and that. Okay, so at age 30, when you buy your first property and then by age 36, you got 2-3 properties and that. Well, because you have a wife, she owns both of them jointly with you. So you're still gonna lose. So yeah, okay, you got a prenup to protect whatever you came into it with, which was jack shit, fuck all. But then, you know, afterwards, fucking flat. Afterwards, you're gonna accumulate your like substantial amount of wealth, hopefully. So you have no leg to stand on. So that's what I'm saying. Like getting a prenup is bullshit, man. Bullshit. Because even if you buy a property on your own and it's your name, your wife is still entitled to some of that, more than likely. There's no way, yeah, you can own a house as a married man, your name is on it solely. There's no way that you're gonna end the relationship and then your wife and your child is gonna live out on the streets. The courts ain't gonna see it that way, boy. You're gonna be the one that's gonna be in a fucking youth hostel, in a hostel. Thoughts on thoughts on Vibes Cartel being freed? I mean, I don't really know the backstory, so I don't know. Apparently, he was in jail for an M or something like that. So, Jay, should I not get her the job? I mean, nah, still get her the job, innit? Yeah, just be prepared to lose your job, boy. Because nah, yeah, still get her the job. Don't what do you call it? Take an opportunity away from someone just because things are gonna piss you off and that. But me personally, let's say yeah, like there was a job position going at my workplace for my girl. If my girl could work from home, then yeah. But if not, nah. I don't want no one. You're not talking to my girl. No, nah, I don't want no one running no jokes with my girl. Nah. Yo, uncle, what's the best place to find an apprenticeship? There's a video on YouTube called "How to Find an Apprenticeship" by JY's TV. Go check it out. My man said, so Ice Cream JT said, what's your problem? What's this guy's problem with me? I don't know. You ask him. I've tagged you in the video I was talking about. I was in the same situation. What was you talking about again? Because obviously I've lost. I remember you saying something, but I don't know. Yeah, just remind me what you was talking about. Jay, you learn any Polish? I mean, a couple words and that, but I don't know. I ain't speaking. If a manager clocks how you move, gonna put on overtime. How old were you when you bought your first property? 27. No, 24, sorry. Yeah, coming off in 1 minute. What's your thoughts on starting a Riot? What's that? I've seen that word before. I don't even know what that is, you know. Let me search it. Real estate investment trusts. I don't even know what that is. So real estate investment trusts are companies that own, operate, or finance income-producing real estate across wide ranges of property sectors. These investments allow you to earn income from real estate without having to buy, manage, or finance properties themselves. How the fuck does it work then? Is it basically like serviced accommodation then, basically? Is it like rent to rent, basically? Someone said it sounds like it. Right, 1 minute, I'm off. I'll be on next week. Don't know what day. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. Why do you think man from the ends think they have only two options, such as music or football? Blood, the reason why I think that is just because they're too lazy to study. They're too lazy to study. And they want to enter a career. Obviously, don't get it twisted. Everyone wants to make big money in that, but like they want to enter a career and get a sort of like job, well, get paid as well, get paid a salary from a career where they earn some mad money. But they just want to live the high life. They want to live the fast life. God forbid they just work a normal job. And you know what? No, life is made to be lived in that. And you know, at the end of the day, you only get one spin at life. And you don't just want to work a boring 9 to 5. But at some point, you're gonna have to be doing them boring ass shifts and shit like that. It's a part of life. Motherfuckers are just lazy. Just lazy, man. Yeah, it's for the things, yeah. Yeah. Footballers get girls, rappers get girls, so yeah. About 30 seconds, I'm off. No, don't get it twisted. I know footballers, it takes a lot of effort and the training is hard. Don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is, man would rather just put a ball through the net rather than study for 4 years and that. I know the football training is hard. I know. But still, say yes, bro. I used to watch your videos on the prison laptop. What prison was you in? Was you in like the Mounts or something like that? Ranby? Where the fuck's that? I've never heard of that jail. I heard of quite a lot of the jails that have my videos and that, but not Ranby. Where's that? They're like near like that up north, saying like Nottinghamshire or Yorkshire or something like that. Near Doncaster. Okay, okay. What's it called? Is it called HMP Ranby? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because I know some prisons go by like different names. Because I heard like, oh, HM, like the Wellingborough prison. I thought it was called HMP Wellingborough. I think it's called Five Wells or something. HMP Five Wells or something. I think that's in Wellingborough or something like that. I said, broski, Nottingham is Midlands, like Northampton. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But Nottingham is still a far journey. You know, let me check it. How long it would take for me to get to Nottingham from here? I'm sure it's still like a. Because one guy tried to say, oh, it's an hour. That's bullshit. It's not 1 hour. You'd be driving at fucking 200 miles an hour. Yeah, maybe 1 hour. Yeah, so basically 1 hour and a half, 69, 70 miles basically. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that guy was right. It's about an hour and a half, yeah. Right, so Sheffield is actually quite far as well. Sheffield is in line with Manchester. Shit. Right, I'm done now. I'm done. Nah, yeah. So obviously this C person, yeah. So obviously I'm from North London, but I live in Northampton. So yeah. Right, I'm gone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ah, you man, I'm done. Stay away, it's done. Fucking tired, man.